Okay, everybody, welcome back to UVTA Premium. And in previous videos, we were exploring the two-crop combo system, its feasibility, how easy it would be to implement in the game. The goal, as always, is freshness, newness, versatility, giving players options, and ultimately, the most satisfying game experience is one where everyone has an opportunity to win. Chances are equal. Now, you could think about the game. If you're very good about not ever doing tractor returns, you're very good at budgeting. You stay within the plan that you set out for yourself. You could go ahead and start looking ahead and see, like, hey, what I got some secondary crops. What should I be aiming for later? So maybe let's set this aside. Let's not mess with it. We also have, there's a nice one. You can arrange these crops in any order that you want in your game queue tray, and you could simply arrange them so that you have secondary crops on one side, right? It's up to you. You can mix and match however you want, but these are always being rearranged, so I don't want to get too upset about it. Anyway, so we're gonna move on. We've got squash, beets, and potatoes. That's gonna happen. I mean, I like the idea of putting a high-value crop out early. Sometimes it's folly. You're like, whoa, what are you doing? Yeah, that's just going to get sabotaged. Why don't you put something else a little bit lower value? But in the first 3 rounds, that's your best shot to get the ball up and rolling. Interesting opportunity. Okay, so now we've reached, we're in the big leagues now. We bounced around a bunch of minor ball league teams. And we're ready for the big show. Yeah, the beauty of the two-crop combo is it should foment and foster more trade with these secondary crops. The lower value ones now have value, where they didn't before. And so the likelihood of trading, because you don't really know what people are fishing for, is going to increase. And here's an adversity. Nope, don't have to do it. Okay, so here we have 2 corn. Oh, yeah. And check it out. This person is in very good shape because they have that undercut crop. Now, undercut crop is going to get moved around, which is fine. So you might as well, if you're thinking like, I initiated the undercut crop and now I want to take advantage of the two-crop combo later in the game, you could be thinking about, well, this tends to get moved around. So it would make more sense to have primary crops, potatoes, carrots, spinach kind of hanging around, right? But first things first, we don't have the trading house. We don't have a lot of the cool things that can help us direct our funds. But we're going to be looking at trading. The trading, right. So if we might want to hang out of that corn, have 2 iterations of it, so that's pretty good. It might even bump up in value, and that might correspond to the undercut crop moving up in the market later, right? So there's a lot of things you can keep track of, right? If you want to. That amount of depth is there. What makes that happen? Okay. So here we have a case where not enough funds to buy the adversity card, so we just bump this bad boy up. Alright. I love that idea of we're chiseling away at the chink in the armor, or the castle moat, or the castle. What do you call it? The ramparts? Maybe? Yeah. So 5 is productive. We're gonna go with squash. No. Broccoli. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, this is an interesting case where, I'm getting rid of a high-value crop. It could be good for a 2-crop combo, but I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, I do want to do it. I do want to do it because it's a very valuable thing to do, right? That's squash. Okay, so yet again, here we're in a good shape too. I think we'll go ahead and put the 5 on there. This is nice. If you're on the, on the downside of a major decision over here, I'm on this side. Now if that third person gets the adversity card, you're sitting in good shape because now they have to make choices where to direct their attacks, right? And so that's not a bad idea. I think following in the footsteps of someone else who's initiated that farm production is, puts you in kind of a nice place. Okay, so yeah, okay. So, I would love to make a purchase, can't do it, so my best effort is probably going to be to move the, these peas are moving a long way from home. There may be no place like home, but for these peas, they're traveling. Okay, so there's that. We're going to draw an adversity card. Oh, yeah. Nice, right? Powerful card. Maybe difficult to hang on to, though. So we're just going to do that. We're going to keep it. I think at this point, are we going to keep it, though? This may be a crucial moment early in the game, right? I drew this. I could use it right now exclusively on this person and wipe them out, right? Is this the right thing to do? Do I need diplomatic relations later on? Do I need to trade? I don't have the trading house. I may need to trade in order to get some more peas, right? And so I'm wondering, from a diplomatic point of view, from a strictly, how to foment and foster good relationships. If I unleash this fury of this card, it's going to bite me back, right? So maybe I just hang on to it. The force of good and diplomatic, peaceful play is kind of compelling me to hold on. But hey, maybe I'm being Neville Chamberlain. Maybe I'm going to let somebody run all over with it, right? So I don't know. I am going to protect it. Well, I only have 3 tokens. If I had 4, I would be more comfortable because then I could weather. I would have enough for crop production. But in this particular case, I think I want to put that 5 token on there. Or I don't want to put it on because I don't have quite enough. So it's a chancy thing. Not playing it and then not protecting it. Those are 2 risky things, right? That other people might notice. Yeah, so right away we have a sabotage opportunity. This person's like, I could remove their stuff, but I don't know what this is, and so I am going to get rid of this. And so here we have a case where maybe that was a mistake. Probably should have played it. Hindsight's 120%, right? Okay, so here's a 6. Here's what we're going to do. This person is set up for the undercut crop. Our best defensive maneuver, offensive maneuver at this point would be to grab those tokens and grab up this trading house, right? Thereby, reducing the resources that allows others to thrive as part of the name of the game, right? And allowing yourself to thrive. So I did that, and now I'm in this. And that's all she wrote. Except now I have an activity available. I'm going to use the trading house to... maybe we're going to start setting ourselves up. Here's a particularly interesting thing you can do. If you're really concerned about that undercut crop, what you can do is start going into the bag and start just deliberately, getting all the peas out of there, right? So why not, right? And it means you'll be set up later for a potential 2-crop combo. I like the 2-crop combo if it's available. So here we're going to get rid of beans. And nice. I got rid of beans and I knocked down a competitor's, the value of a competitor's crop at the same time, right? Very, very nifty turn. I accomplished a lot. So, chard goes to potatoes. Here we go. Nope. Okay, potatoes, carrots. Productive roll, no sabotage available. And now, here's the first major purchase of the game for this person. It's a very important decision. And by the way, you're not obligated to make any purchases. You can simply make do and just be a beast. Be a beast. So, what should we do? What should we do with the Klondike bar? Okay. Generally what you do is you bite into it. So let's do this instead. Let's, oh boy. Not quite enough tokens to get me into these mid-level productive items. The disc is calling out to me though. I like all of them. Yeah, disc is a beast. Let's stick to the beast. We don't mind if somebody sees our stuff, I guess. That is the penalty you pay, you know. Quite a big, sizable chunk of your budget is going to be eaten up if you make a major purchase, leaving you in the vulnerable tractor return bankruptcy scenario, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't get one of these. I bought the disc, but the nice thing is I can disc. And boy, does that make a difference, you know, when you can see what's going on. All right, so now do we want to trade? How are we set up here? I could really use some kale. I have some nice cucumbers I could give away, and that third place looks really good to people. And so that's where, you know, you're giving away cucumbers. You're hoping for something else. Yeah. So there's a lot of options now, but not overwhelmingly so. Oh, look at that! That's our Lady Luck card. We love it. We love it. We want more of it. Here's another adversity. More than a few people have struggled with those. Here's a remove 2 crops from the field. Don't have to do it, but it is a loser turn. Okay, moving right along. Is here we go. One is oh yeah, okay, so this is the most popular, the most powerful adversity card. And it really does, if you're a person who counts cards, I guess you can do that. But it makes no difference with the adversity cards because these are shuffled, right? Every time it's reset. So, moving on. Another productive roll. Definitely going to grab one of these adversity cards. Oh yeah, look at that. Now we are feeling good and safe about putting a 10 token on there. And because we can liquidate, we can pull 5 tokens off of there to utilize for something else. And, yep, that's a good thing we did this, because this person is definitely on the attack mode. They've lost 5 tokens, ka-ching, ka-ching. And then over here, we have kale. We have chard. Ooh. This is looking very interesting. So we have this and this going on. But we do have to deal with the, you know, the enemy has a battleship. And it's somewhere at sea, and we don't know where it's at, right? So Whoa! Or no, it's even worse. It's a nuclear submarine, and we can't see it underwater, right? So it's the ultimate stealth weapon. Okay, so here we go. 4 is productive. We want to be productive. We want to see carrots. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Here I'm what you call, I'm asset wealthy, but I'm cash poor. I don't have the fluidity of funds, right? So what I'm going to do is just say I'm going to bite the bullet. This affects the type of crop that I want to plant. I have to get rid of this. I have to deplete my funds in order to take advantage of the bankruptcy funds. And so I have to put out probably a low value crop. And in this case, what should it be? Or, my thinking may be wrong on that. My thinking, I don't think clearly all the time. Maybe the thinking is I should get rid of my high value crop first, so it's not sitting there in the tray ready for the audit. Maybe that's a better decision. Yeah, so think about that. Yes, so I put best foot forward. I get the carrots out, sitting there at a very high value. Only danger is, of course, the funds will not be protecting it against whatever salvos come my way. Okay, ooh, look at that. Okay, so I got three squash are definitely going to become something valuable. I could play the nasty bit, and I could get rid of more peas, right? I probably should do that. So now we're playing even more offense. We don't have to necessarily get something of value for ourselves. We can simply be playing offense. Okay? So we're depleting that. We're shorting them peas, opportunities. We know they don't have a trading house, so that's a pretty interesting goal. We'll put the 3 squash back in. Okay, so look at that. All kinds of intrigue. Interesting decisions being made. Here's a 5. We are going to flip this over, and we're going to place corn on there. And what to do after this? We have squash. It's looking good. Okay. Now, here's a critical moment in the game. I'm ready for activities. I have an adversity card. It only has 5 tokens on it, so what is it again? Yes, very powerful card. So this may be the opportunity to play it. However, there's one mitigating factor you got to think about, and that is I'm on beans. There's only 2 or 3 crops left before everything starts over, and I'm rewarded with the 10 tokens, right? So now you really got to you got to figure in all these different factors. This is essentially worth 10 tokens. What is it if I release it right now? They're losing carrots and chard, right? So 11 and 10 points respectively. So there's 21 points versus this is 10 points that I'm losing. So at the moment it seems like it would behoove me to go ahead and play this card, lose the tokens, but gain in a numerical way. A numerical value I would gain in the long run because my opponents are not scoring. Okay. However, the mitigating factor is I would get 10 tokens if I hang on to this. So that'd be 15, 5. That would be 20 tokens, really. If I hang on to this, this would be this entire entity would be worth 20 tokens in a few rounds, right? A few rounds of play. So this is worth 20 tokens. I'd be eliminating 21 tokens. So that's the beauty of doing this, playtesting it over and over. You come up with these scenarios that are difficult to pin down. So in my estimation, it's 1 and 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other. So we're going to. I'm just gonna. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play it. Why not? So we lose this, we lost 10 points, but now we definitely made our opponents lose a cumulative total of 21 points. And so in that sense, I think it's probably a good idea. Okay, and then in the meantime, I can do one action, and then I have to do an audit. Okay, and we're going to get rid of the squash. No, you're going to want us to get rid of broccoli. Yep. Okay, so yes, that was very painful. Not an easy decision, right? That was a very close thing. I had an adversity card gaining value. And there's also another aspect to that. If you do hang on to that adversity card, it's not simply 10 tokens at a game. It could gain another 10 tokens, right? But, yeah. That's another big what if. Oofden's filled with what ifs and shoulda, wouldas, and couldas, right? But, very difficult. Very difficult to see in the middle, in the thick of action, in the midst of it, to know with certainty what to do. Okay, and this person's going to get marauded. They're going to lose the corn. Unless they're just desperate to keep that corn on there, they can always negotiate. Over here, we've got kale, chard, and spinach, kale, we've got broccoli. That goes like that. It's very nice. Here we have squash. Always looking good. Cucumber, kale, beans goes to spinach. Yeah, fresh cut spinach tastes pretty good. Here we forgot to do the tractor return. Shame on us. They're going to lose cucumbers as a result. And they lost their turn, so shame, shame, shame. Shame, shame, shame. I think it's how that old Motown song goes. Shame. Okay, so here's a 5. We're gonna go. I'm gonna try it again. Yeah, and this person really needs to. They need to grab keys out of here, or anybody else does. Or they need to trade for them. How is productive? Oh, they don't have Again, we're a little bit lax on our tractor return. Although I am trying to cover a bunch of bases at once, you know. Giving you informative videos and then trying to focus for 3 or 4 different players at the same time is not, you know, that's not really in my range of talents. Some people do have those talents. Well, kudos to them, I guess. Okay, so 4 is productive. We're gonna go with, what are we gonna do? We're gonna grow something valuable. Yeah. Feels like we're still kind of stuck at the beginning of the game, this person. But, you know, they do have that disc. It's a wonderful advantage. They do need to take advantage of it while they can. It's radishes. Okay. So yeah, the undercut crop, you definitely got to be thinking, got to be savvy about that. It may be pretty hard. Okay. I'm going to move their... Look at this. This moves mine up, moves an opponent's down. Always a good thing. Killing several birds with one stone. I mean, if you can. If you can't, that's no big deal. Okay, so broccoli on the wrong one. One is an adversity. Return 3 crops to previous status. No. I do need to shuffle these though. Right? Don't forget to shuffle. It's fun. Or do you? Okay, so we're ready for our adversity. Ah. Look at that. Sometimes the lady luck, she shines brightly. And we enjoy that. Okay, so now what am I going to do with the number 2? I'm looking at my number 6 roll. We're we don't have enough funds to make a purchase. So let's see if we can. So yeah, this is a case where somebody should make a serious effort to see if they can't grab some beans. Okay. Yeah, so here's a great example where you're like, you know, how are you going to keep these other people from knowing what your true intentions are with the trade? They don't know you have 2 beans, right? If you trade the 3 beans in, you can get you can grab the peas, right? And so that's what we want to try to do. So here we are going to, we're going to go ahead and play whatever it is we want to play. Let's do our turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. And now, after our turn is complete, provided that we don't grab peas out of here, which we didn't, now we're going to be looking to, we could give somebody, our best stuff, or beans. That may be a little too obvious to them, right? So maybe you can give them potatoes. So yeah, at this point, I would say, hey, do you guys want to trade for squash or potatoes or carrots? And I need beans in return. And this person over here is like, yeah, I mean, beans, who cares about that, right? It's a low value thing. So I'm going to give them beans, right? And then they get, let's say, carrots in return. Okay? So seemingly that's like, wow, I just gave away the top crop, right? But in actuality, this person is able to take 3 beans and turn them into the peas that they're so desperate to find, which I really hope are still in here. Yeah. See, we did it. It was a very close call, very difficult thing, but we snuck it in. So this person has 3 beans, and they fill out whatever they got with the rest. I noticed that we're getting down to it, so this person really needs to get on the ball, try to get that undercut cropping going, make sure it's protected. So, they did these 2 things. Presumably we paid for it. I don't think we did. Oh, yeah, I think they did. Okay, so moving on. Very interesting. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to miss the oopta on the broccoli, but I guess that's okay. And here's a very important point. This person did not protect their broccoli. Ah, that hurts. Okay, so there's a decisive moment in the game. I failed to protect the broccoli with the marker token, which I did have available. It wasn't like the tractor return restriction, and so I missed that opportunity. It hurts this person. Yeah, sabotage. From abroad. Okay, so over here we're going to go with radishes. We're going to go with... Let's go with broccoli. I know we're going to miss the... oh, no, you know, this person is set up, they can do a 2-crop combo now. So, let's try it. Let's see what we can do. Why not assess what we... Here, we have the top spot, right? And we do need to survey the field to make sure nobody else has any assets that manipulate the market directly. They don't. And so I think we're safe in putting carrots and kale out. So that's what we're going to do. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Nobody owns the items, essential equipment items related to this, so I don't have to pay others, so that's nice. At the moment. So there's beans, there's cucumbers. Okay, so that was a major payout. Now do we want to protect these? I mean, here we have adversity cards looming in a big way. So I think we do. Or do we? I don't think I will. And here's the reason. I'm lacking in funds. That's a good reason. I don't want to commit financially to this and then watch it just erode. And I'm okay with replacing, right? I don't have to get this. I'm okay with replacing. So let's do that. We could protect one of them. Let's protect carrots. How about? It's going to be... I only need 4 tokens for final harvest, so yeah, why not? Alright, we'll go ahead and do it. This goes against my better nature. I'm not sure what if this is the right call or not, but I'm going to put some protection on there. We got serious adversity cards looming. Yeah, scratch it. I don't want to lose the tokens. At this point, the general funds are more important than protecting assets in the field, and so that's kind of my thinking there. That may be folly. That may be a mistake. I don't know. Which is why I love this game. Remove 2 crops from the field. Yeah. Okay. So again, I think it's pretty clear at this point we need to go ahead and play this adversity card. They lose the kale and the carrots. Sorry. Undercut, or 2 crop combo's hard. Okay. And then that's all she wrote. 5's productive. Yeah, always in UFTA there's a tension between the internal strategizing and the external forces which doom all that careful thinking. Okay, so here's I'm going to flip this and we're going to go with broccoli. Okay, so there's broccoli and here's chard. Okay. Radishes. Okay. 5's productive, the radishes, cucumbers. Okay, so we have broccoli. Looking good. And we have more broccoli. We're gonna put 10 tokens on there and protect that bad boy this time. But we could, you know what we could do? Is we could do that. Yeah, well I'm not really set up for 2 crop combo at this point, so I don't think it's a good idea. It's a serious letdown. I lose again. Okay, so yeah, this one got sabotage. Is this the leader? I think this is the person that's the leader now. So they should probably sabotage one of these, right? Yeah. Okay. No. No. I mean, that's a renege. You really shouldn't do this. But the broccoli is what needs to come off of there. Broccoli is what needs to come off of there. Okay, now they're going to plant... oh, check it out. Very difficult decision. This person is finally ready to plant the undercut crop. And we just don't have the tokens, right? Shoot. So now we're going to go with an alternative plan. And that plan is for potatoes. Go here. We're going to draw 2. Grab some water. Okay. 5 is productive. Broccoli, carrots, cucumbers. Okay, so there's I planted the carrots. Now I'm going to plant. There's potatoes. There's a 5. And I'm going to get rid of chard, right? No. Or yeah, I have to. Yeah. Out of tokens. So yeah, let me get rid of the chard. Okay. That's that. Looks like we're getting down to it. This was another huge defensive battle. And in this case, I'm very, I'm proud of the defensive battles because it is easier, it's much easier to just create a game where everybody just runs away with it, right? I think we're on potatoes. No, we're on peas. We're not. Okay. Gamblers. I would have to take tokens off to gamble. I think it's worth it though, yeah. Check it out. It's pretty late in the game. There's not a whole lot going on here. Well within my rights to see what's left. Not much. So yeah, we're gonna gamble. Nice. So I only had to pay 1. Now I'm going to cultivate. Look at this. Broccoli on broccoli. It's 15. So yeah, here's a case where it looks like, okay, and then 15 is that, don't forget, that's a harvest. That's a subsidy amount which goes to first and last place. Okay. Put this over. Yeah, we'll put corn. We'll get rid of, we're going to get rid of peas. So we're going to bump this down even more. Which is nice. Okay, and oops. Go back where it was. Okay. And yeah, no, that's all she wrote. So that's looking pretty good. This person's doing pretty well. Or this person needs to get on the ball. This may be the last opportunity to grow that undercut crop, so I would definitely do it. So we're gonna flip. We're gonna go peas. We're gonna draw 2. They get 1 token for that. This is that. And now we're gonna protect it with all our might. But boy, we have the we got the Spanish Armada sitting out here in the harbor. It's not good when the Spanish Armada is sitting out here in the harbor, and here we are quaking in our boots. That's not good. Okay. So here's a 1. Remove 2 crops. Oh man, talk about perfect timing. Imperfect timing for them, of course, because they needed a score. Carrots is out of there. Here, lacking that, partial insurance, crop insurance, organic sprayer. That's where our focus, our focus was turned away from, because we have new considerations in the game. Okay, so beans, moves up. Yeah, and so it looks like nobody got the undercut crop on this particular game. This is game's end, so we do final tally, harvest, and this person doesn't get the undercut. Notice, okay, so here's a very important concept. We've come to final harvest. Everybody does what they can on their turn. This person was so close to getting the undercut crop, but you know what? You're not going to get it. And why are they not going to get it? Because this is, again, not cultivated. It just gets half value. And by the way, it does not get half value of the undercut crop value. It only gets half value of whatever space it is in the market. So here's the peas. It's in the 2 spot. It only gets half of that is 1 token. And that's all she wrote. So unfortunately, undercut crop did not get achieved, though it almost did at the very last, right? So it was worth it. What you could consider if you want to look for true game balance. This is 15 tokens. So technically, this person would have had 24 tokens. 24 tokens. Over here we had 25. So it'd be 25 to 24 to 2. 42, 25, 24. Assuming they had the undercut crop. And so, again, very tight game, very tightly balanced. We liked what we saw. Nobody achieved undercut crop, but they sure came close. This one did. But they did get wiped out by just not quite enough funds. So we're going to have to keep plugging away at it, chugging away, and we will definitely see if it's manageable in the future. So, all right. Thank you, everyone.